Oh, there we go. If any of you players want to turn your camera on too, it's I don't know if any of you guys have talked on any of these things, but it's a lot harder when you can't see any faces, can't read reactions, stuff like that. You don't have to if you're uncomfortable, but if you do.
Head away, Veronica.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's up, Veronica? You guys tell me whenever you want to start. If you want to wait a few more minutes, we definitely can.
Yeah, it keeps jumping up. I think everybody's just a couple minutes late here.
Yeah.
So they're all jumping in now.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
And Jeff, just so you know, everyone but you, Kyle, and I are muted. So if you have any questions, they won't be able to respond unless they chat.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure I'm checking the chat then.
Otherwise, if we turn it over to Colin in the upper right up there, Veronica, it'll be a 2-hour-long meeting here.
Veronica sounds like my kind of guy. I love it.
For those of you just joining, we're just waiting for a few more to jump on. Bloomy, whatever you do, don't unmute Bob Spraney. Keep him muted.
I got him double muted. It looks like we're good to go. There's no one else in the room.
Okay, cool. So am I good to go? Are you recording?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff LoVecchio. For those of you that know my cousins and my uncle that worked with the Jets, Vinny Barra, Cody Barra. I don't know if he's ever around the Jets, and Tim Scott is my uncle. But anyways, don't hold that against me. So Kyle reached out to me and wanted me to start working with you guys. So I'm going to go into a little bit of my background so you guys understand where I'm coming from. I know it's a Thursday night. Some of you might graduation party, school, whatever. So I'm going to try and get through this very quickly. I know short attention spans are short. We've all been doing the Zoom thing for the last year. So like I said, my name is Jeff LoVecchio. I was actually born in Chicago, grew up in Buffalo Grove until I was 4. And then I moved to St. Louis where I grew up playing hockey. I started playing AAA hockey in 7th grade. Back then, places like Chicago and Michigan and everywhere else refused to come and play us in St. Louis. They thought we were not good enough, which was pretty tough to take. And so I grew up just having to be extremely dedicated to hockey because we had to go out of town every single weekend from 7th grade until I left St. Louis for hockey. We had to go out of town every weekend, and I was never the best player. I was never, the top guy. I always had to work my bag up. I found out from 7th, 8th grade that the more work I did off ice and the smarter work I did off ice, the more that translated to on ice success. Freshman year of high school, had a really good year. My line mate was Paul Stasny. We ripped it up, whatever, had all these offers. I decided I moved to Chicago in with my cousin Topher Scott, who runs the Hockey Think Tank. We have that podcast together. And I played for the Chicago Chill. Again, that was like my real first taste of the weight room. They had a really good off-ice program. That's when I started lifting weights as a sophomore in high school. I was super weak. I was super skinny. And everybody kept telling me, just put in the time. And I trusted all my elders. I trusted all the older guys telling me, like, put in the time. It's going to benefit you. And that kind of became my calling card. I made the USHL as a junior in high school at 16 actually. And I was one of the younger guys in the USHL. And that first year I had 1 goal and 2 assists. That was it. Tough year. Again, focused on bettering myself on the ice, off the ice. The next year I come back, I had 17 goals. To go from 1 goal to 17 goals is obviously a pretty big difference. Had another year in the USHL and wound up committing to Western Michigan University. Again, like 70% scholarship, didn't even get a full ride. Went in there, had a deal with them where they'd pay for my first year. And then my second year, I was going to pay myself. And I had such a good year. And my teammates and the coaches respected me so much. They named me captain as a sophomore. For those of you who don't know much about college hockey, captains or sophomores are not captains. That's not a thing. That's not normal. Again, I attribute that to my dedication and my off-ice work, as well as my on-ice preparation, things like that. I was offered by most teams in the NHL after my sophomore year. I decided to stay one more year. Didn't have as great of a year, and I signed with the Boston Bruins out of college after my junior year. So I left school early, did really well in the AHL after. Unfortunately, that summer I had a concussion that kind of derailed my career. I missed the next 15 months of hockey. People were telling me I should just quit before I started. I should just retire. I should take the big insurance payout. And that's not me. I knew that I had to try. Next year, I go into Boston's camp after not playing hockey for 15 months, not a real game. And I won testing, which gave me the opportunity for them to give me extra looks. And I played 5 preseason games in the NHL after missing a year and a half of hockey. I played over their first rounders, over their second rounders. And I literally attribute that to me being so dedicated and proving myself coming into camp in such good shape that they gave me those extra looks. Wound up getting to play 7 games in the NHL in preseason. I had 2 goals, an assist, a fight. I hit a guy through the glass. I think I was +2. Unfortunately, I kept racking up more and more concussions, took a slap shot in the face, fights, stuff like that, whatever. I wound up after my 3rd year in the American League going over to Europe, where I played the next 6 years of my career. And I got to see all these cool places and make tax-free money people think that you go to Europe and your career is over. Still a lot of money out there. There's still a lot of opportunity. Like I said, I got to see the world, which made me a better person, a better coach, a more understanding person. And so I wound up getting to play 10 years professionally. Even though that first year, I probably could have retired after that and nobody would have been upset with me. But literally the main reason that I was able to play 10 years professionally, 3 years in college hockey, 3 years in junior hockey was because I got into off-ice training. I personally wasn't the most skilled guy, but the gym allowed me to elevate myself on the ice, which made me a better hockey player. So I tell all my guys, from my NHL guys to my AHL, European pros, college guys, down to the midgets that I train. The youngest I train now are midget players. I tell them, if you're good and you train the correct way, that can help you to be great. If you're okay, it'll help you to be good, right? If you're bad, it will help you to become better. So like if you're training the right way, it will help you on the ice. Whereas if you train the wrong way, it's not going to help you on the ice as much. Like if you're training like a bodybuilder, you're going to be slower, right? You're not going to be working on coordination. You're not going to be working on mobility, things like that. So training like a hockey player is what I do. I only train hockey players. All right. So that's why I designed this program. I started my training company after my concussion that sent me to Europe after my 3rd year pro. I started with 2 clients. The next year I had 10, and then 30, and then 60, and then 100. And it's been over 100 every summer since then. And like I said, I train NHL players, quite a few AHL players, college, things like that. And the way that I train guys is always the same. It's to be a better athlete. Strength matters, power matters, all these things matter, but in the right context. And that's how I train guys. Okay. When COVID hit last year, I had an online business only for professional athletes. I didn't train anyone else. And luckily I had a friend who owns an app. That's the app you guys will be using. It's called Train Heroic. It's the simplest, cleanest, easiest to use app that's out there for training. It is unbelievable. You guys will all grow to love it. We'll be on the same team together. So you guys will have a message board. Your coaches will have the app. So they'll get to see the message board. Any questions you have, we'll be putting in the message board. And the app, everything you get will explain all of this. But since then, in the last year, I've had over 2,000 hockey players use it, and pros in 12 separate countries use my training online. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because I just want to get you guys to understand how many people trust me when it comes to training hockey players. Okay. That's the reason I'm telling you. When I was younger and I was in college and I was training like a meathead, like that stuff did not translate to the ice. My balance didn't feel better. My vision didn't feel better. The strength that I had was not real strength. That wasn't stuff translating to the ice. Once I started training myself, my 1st year pro, everything changed for me. I got way better. All these things happen. So that happened. So that's what we're going to do. Your guys' workouts are going to start on Monday. So in 3-4 days here. Okay. So what's going to happen is get off this call. I'm going to send the link to the app to Kyle. He's going to blast it out to everybody. You guys will get a link. You literally click on the link and you just pay for it. It's super cheap. My goal with this isn't to make a bunch of money. It's to help as many people as I can, because unfortunately I can't really do more guys in the gym than I do now, like 50 to 100 guys a day, depending on the day. So with this app, you click on it, you'll open it. The workout will start on Monday. I don't want you guys to start it this weekend. Reason being, I have your rest days for the whole summer built in on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you start the app tomorrow or you start the app Saturday, you're going to have your rest days all off. I want you to have the weekend off, right? I want you to enjoy that. On the rest days, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, there are active recovery things in there. I'm not saying you have to do this, but it's a nice mobility flow. After the first phase, which is 3 weeks, there'll be stick handling drills in there. If you want to do them, I just got, the Toronto Maple Leaf skills coach, one of my ex-pro guys who played for the Blues, played like 8 years, 9 years pro. He threw in some stick handling drills just to give you some ideas. There's hand-eye coordination days on those drills on those recovery days, as well as a mobility flow. Loose hips equals speed. So if we can open up those hips and work on them, you'll be a faster player. Okay, your shot will get better, all these things. So Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday will be the active recovery days. Our work days will be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Now this first phase, there's no weights involved. All right, you guys can do this all from home. All you need is some bands. I sent Kyle the bands with some links. I have some discounts, luckily, with some companies. If you want to use them, go ahead. If you have your own bands, go ahead. I'm just trying to provide you as much as I can. So it's going to be Monday and Tuesday will be what are called isometrics. Isometrics are a lot of long holds. The reason we're doing this and not lifting weights right away, you don't want to start loading a body that's imbalanced. In hockey, I was left-handed. So I'm always twisting this way, thousands of times a season. So that means that my body is going to start to lean this way. So the goal of this first phase with the isometrics and eccentrics is to balance that body back out over the first 3 weeks to really get your muscles, tendons, ligaments all on the same page. And then we hit the ground running and start training harder the second month, the third month, the fourth month, and so on. This is going to be for your entire summer, guys, right? You don't just start running. Babies don't start running. Babies start crawling, and then they walk, and then they run, and then they sprint. It's the same thing with training after every season. Even my NHL guys, they're doing the phase that you are going to start tomorrow. They started that 2 weeks ago. They're doing the exact same workouts, okay? It's going to test you mentally, and it's going to test you physically, especially the first 2 days of the week. With every exercise, the entire summer that I have you complete, there will be a video for every exercise of me coaching and demonstrating what it needs to look like. Now, this is very important because I can't be with you. The next best thing was me taking hundreds of videos for all my clients online. I need you to watch these because form matters. I'm sure you guys have all seen the gym fail compilations and these idiots who are jumping on medicine balls and Bosu balls and falling down and trying to do way too high of box jumps. I'll tell you this, a very famous strength coach who created BioSteel was on my podcast a few months ago, and he put out a tweet 2 weeks ago. His name's Matt Nickel. And the tweet said, the best ability is availability. And what that means is, for you guys especially, if you're injured, you can't help your team. If you're injured, you can't get points. If you're injured, you can't get playing time. If you're injured, you can't get scouted. For guys who are trying to go to college, they can't watch you play. For guys that are trying to go pro, they can't sign you. If you're a pro and you're always injured, nobody will sign you because that's a waste of money. You're going to always be injured. So that's where these videos come in. I really need you to hear this. Watch the videos. If you watch the videos while you're in the gym, the first week of every new phase will take longer because I want you watching those videos. So I advise all my guys, watch the videos before you go into the gym or the night before. And then if you don't remember, then you'll be able to click on those videos, the 1 or 2 or 3 that you need throughout the workout to help remind you. But try and watch them beforehand so your workout doesn't go way longer because there's a video for everything, okay? That'll definitely help you shorten up that workout. But even so, after the first week of every phase, you'll remember them, you'll know them, you'll learn them, which is very important to me. I want you to learn how to train correctly, and that's why I created this stuff. You will learn, and then you will apply, and you will be better. So if you're, a year from now, you're not using my online training, you will still have learned all of these exercises and be able to apply them for your whole life. That's why I do this stuff. Okay. In the app, if you ever see a thumbnail, that's like a little picture, kind of looks like what these little pictures look like now. If you click on that, that's where the videos will drop down. And then whatever you don't know, you click on it, watch it, go back to the app, and it's all embedded in the app, and you will understand how to do it. Okay. For the first 3 weeks, I'm going to be writing all of this stuff in the message board too, guys. So you don't have to remember it. I know it's a lot. The first 3 weeks, I want you to go for max time on the first 2 days. You'll see it. I wrote suggestions and it says in there, I'm suggesting 30 seconds for a lunge isometric hold, but I want you to go longer if you can. I want you to go as long as you can. This is going to work your brain and your body. All right. And then after that first 3 weeks, that's where we start to get to the fun stuff. Every month we get to the sexier and sexier things that you see on Instagram and all this stuff. But like I said, we got to crawl before we walk, before we run, before we sprint. All right. You got to do it in the correct order so that your body feels good, your brain feels good, your confidence gets boosted, and then we start to add load. Also in these programs, I wrote them during COVID so that anybody home or so you can take the phone with you to the gym. All you need is your phone if you're in a gym. All right. That's all you need. You open it up, you go, say it's Tuesday, you open up the app, you go to Tuesday's workout, you hit start session, and then you just follow page after page. You do everything on the page, go to the next page, everything on the page, next page. You need to watch videos, you click the picture. It's very simple, guys. But if anyone has any questions, it's very important. You'll see at the bottom of the app, there's a little message icon. You'll click that. Only the guys on the Chicago Jets program, the players, the coaches, and myself will see the message board. No one else will. I want you to send those questions in the message board because if you have a question, there might be other guys having a question. So then I can answer it right there. Everybody will be able to see it. And then everybody will know what that answer is. I also want you guys to use the message board to keep each other accountable. If there's captains on your teams already, guys who want to be leaders, get in that message board, tell the boys, what your longest hold was, tell the boys work done, pump each other up. Because I'll tell you what, every team I've ever been on that was successful and won everything, it had everyone together pulling the ship, pulling the rope in the same direction. If guys aren't doing it, say, hey, hey, Jimmy, let's go to the gym today. Let's do it together. You guys can do these workouts together at a gym, at somebody's house. You can do them alone. There's no excuse for you not to do these because all you need is your phone. Okay. All right, guys. So like I said, any questions you have once you get this, just throw them in that message board. I'll put some stuff in there. I'll be checking in on you. If the coaches decide they want to do like a monthly Zoom call where anybody can ask questions, we can do that. I own deals with companies that I'll put in there in the group chat for you. All of my clients, I let them use my deals, whether they're online or in person. So I have deals with supplement companies, companies that make bands. I have an online nutritionist that works with all of my online clients for a super disgustingly low price. So any way you guys need help, I want to be here for you. Okay. If you guys follow my Instagram, it's my name at Jeff LoVecchio. You'll see the stuff that you're doing in the app or that you will be doing. A lot of my younger guys are a little bit ahead of you. My pros are almost in the same phase as you. You'll see what this stuff looks like. All right. Every day I put stuff on my Instagram to show everybody what my guys are doing because I want to give out free information. I don't want people training like idiots the way that I was brought up to train. Science and training has evolved to make you better hockey players. We got to get out of that bodybuilding mindset. Okay. Other than that, guys, like if you have any other specific questions, like either through the app, you can DM me privately, put it in the chat, or you or your parents can always DM me on Instagram. Like my job, I'm here to help you. In the summer, like I said, I'm in the gym all day, every day with my hockey clients. So maybe it takes me a little while to respond, but I answer every DM I get on Instagram. My goal, seriously, my life goal is to help everyone be better than I was at hockey because I truly wish that I had me when I was younger because I would have been a much better hockey player having somebody guide me and mentor me. That's all I got, boys. So if anybody has questions, please don't be shy. I'm going to check the chat here. How long is a typical workout? The first phase, which is 3 weeks, workouts will probably be an hour to an hour 5, hour 10. Again, the first week, if you watch the videos in the gym, it's going to take you a lot longer. The first week of every phase, there will be tons of new movements. So try and watch those before you get into the gym so that you can shorten that workout time. There are rest times for every exercise. Stick to the rest times. 2 things that will instantly make you have better results in the gym. 1, wear a watch. The app has a clock in the bottom of the app, so you can also use that, or wear a stopwatch, and stick to your rest times. Write all your weights down. The app tracks your weights for you. So let's say we do a dumbbell bench press on Tuesday. The next Tuesday, when you wrote in your weights, it will tell you what you did the week previous. And you have to start with whatever weight you finished with. And it says that in the app. This forces your body to adapt. It forces your body to get strong. Okay. What's your Instagram again? I'll put it in here too, just so you guys can all see it. It's just my name at Jeff LoVecchio there. Will this benefit goalies? 100%. I don't train hockey players to be a better forward, a better D, a better goalie. I train all hockey players to be better athletes. All of these movements will make you a better hockey player. There's no doubt about it. Okay. I promise you. I have guys in the NHL that are goalies that train with my forwards. I have goalies that are in college that train with the forwards and the D, because again, I train hockey players to be more athletic, which translates to the ice. I work in movement patterns. I try and hit every single movement pattern we can. So we're keeping your body balanced and healthy. So yes, it will definitely translate to the ice, or for the goalies and all the players. Great question. Anybody else have any questions? Please don't be shy, guys. Please don't be shy. If you have a question, toss it in there. Like I said, I am here to help you. You do not have to be shy. This is your club. This is your organization, your teams. All right. Looks like nobody else has any question. Do you have a nutrition plan? So Sean, there's not a nutrition plan included with the training, but I have a nutritionist who I will put in the message board that works with my online clients for $75 a month, which is insane. It's literally, it's hilarious that he does it for that. But he knows how many clients I have. He works with all of them. So it makes sense with the volume. So I will put that into the message boards. So that everyone who is on the app, they'll all see that. If you want to message him, just text him. The consultation is free. Even if you only do 1 month, it will benefit you. You'll learn so much about how you should eat. Okay. These programs that I do for you guys are only $30 a month. So it's literally, I charge pros $150 a month for this stuff. You guys aren't being paid to play hockey, so I'm not going to do that, which is why it's only $30 a month. And that's why there's not a nutrition plan that accompanies it. Anybody else have any questions? Seriously, please don't be shy, guys. Give it a minute here. If nobody else has any questions, like I said, I'm going to email your Kyle here the link for the app. Literally, all you got to do, you get an email, you click the link, you pay for it, $30. The first one is going to be 3 weeks, and then from there, like it'll just automatically pay, and it will be super easy. And then you're good, boys. You're good. All you got to do is take the phone to the gym or open it up on Monday. Do it from your home. Hopefully, Kyle sent out the links for the bands, the mini bands, the bands, all that type of stuff. And then you'll be good. So if nobody else has any questions, Kyle, did I answer all your questions here? You have anything else for me, coaches?
You did a great job explaining it. I'm glad we had this call. Did a much better job than just sending out an email with this. I don't know about the rest of the guys on the call, but I thought this was very motivational, and I think it's going to be very helpful for us as an organization. So, Bloomy, what do you want to say? You talked to me before about some different things.
I just said that this is a really good idea to have, because normally you'll have all the guys trying to get to a gym at a certain day and a certain time. And with the way everyone's schedules are so in flux all the time, that you're not anchored to a specific time or date or place to have to be. So you can do these workouts on your own time. If you wake up in the morning and you want to get your work in, perfect. you want to do it later in the day, it's all up to you guys. You just follow what's on the app and get your workout in, which is awesome opportunity for you all.
And if you guys don't have weights, when we start using weights in the second or third phase, it's okay. If you don't have availability of weights, I literally made videos to show you how to make your own homemade med ball, your own homemade kettlebell, and your own homemade dumbbells. All right. I literally had NHL players putting rocks in backpacks and weighing them. I've left you no excuses. If you truly want to be good, you will not make an excuse, guys. And I made sure, because I am not an excuse person. The only reason I played college, the only reason I played 10 years pro, the only reason I have this massive training business is I don't allow excuses for myself, and I don't allow excuses from my players. So I took all the excuses away. And I'll also say this to you guys, just so you know, your coaches will know who does the workouts and who doesn't. Okay. I see when you complete a workout, I get a little ding on my phone. You know, I get a little tiny ding. Veronica Cash just completed his workout. Veronica Cash didn't finish his workout. I know that. Yeah, that boy, Cashy. All right. So the one thing you have to do through the app, you gotta write down all your numbers. If you dumbbell bench press 50 pounds, you'll write 50. Next set, you got to go up. You'll write 60, whatever. So it's all tracked. At the very end of the workout, you have to hit complete workout. Okay. You have to, or else your coaches will think you're not doing the workouts, and then you will be in trouble. All right. And not in trouble from a standpoint that they're going to come down on you. Like, this is for you. I told my guys in the gym today, I had a sick career. My career is done. You cheating, it doesn't cheat me. It doesn't cheat your coaches. It doesn't cheat your parents. It literally only cheats yourself. Like, I can't stress that enough. There were so many players at every single level, AA, AAA, juniors, college, pro, that I passed every single year because of dedication. And you will too. I'm not saying you're guaranteed to go to the NHL. You're guaranteed a scholarship if you do this. But I am saying if you do it, you will be a better you. And that's your goal every single day. Give more and you will be more. All right, guys?
Yeah, Jeff, you touched on so many great points there. When we have meetings with players and parents at the end of the season, or over the course of the season, it's always about the off season and what you do. And there's so many excuses. You know, I had to work. You know, the gym membership was too expensive. I couldn't get downtown to do the training that you guys had available and all that. We literally got tired of hearing it, Mike and I, over the last few years. That when Ken Allen connected Jeff and I, and we started talking and about how convenient this is for you guys, there is literally no excuse, none, that you can come up with. I mean, it's you cannot find, it sounds like an infomercial here, but you literally cannot find a better program, more bang for the buck out there, and as convenient as this. As Bloomy said, all you do is, you know, you get off work or whatever, you want to work out, then you sleep in late or whatever you're doing, anytime you want, you just pick up your phone. Oh my, you know, we went on vacation, we went to our lake house, we went, whatever the excuse is, you have your phone. I know you guys, we've coached you guys long enough. We know you guys are never without your phone. So there's no excuses, guys. So this is, if you have, you'll be connected once you register and everything. If anybody has any questions offline and need to get connected to Jeff offline, I can try and connect you, or I can try and get some questions to him. But I mean, Jeff, we thank you so much for your time. And I just want to end on, this is the time, guys, that you can put in and make the biggest gains to improve your game for next season. You know, and you know, it not to, I want to frame this in a positive way and not treat it as a negative. Our teams, our tryouts are going to be so competitive in August. It's no secret to the success that our midget program has had over the last couple of years, and our teams are going to be, it's tryouts are going to be just extremely competitive. Do everything you can now. This is June. This is the first week in June. Everything you can now to prepare yourself for August. There's time right now.
Absolutely. And the other thing I'll say too, guys, there are rest weeks built in where it's called active recovery. because if you always push your gas down, you run out of gas, your car dies. All right. So I have active recovery weeks built in for you guys. All right. So you don't worry about that. And then the other thing is, if for some reason you have to miss a workout, like that might happen, life happens. All right. I totally understand that. You can move the workout to the next day. It's very simple. You'll see 3 dots at the top. You'll click that button and all you have to do is hit move session. So if you missed a workout, you can make it up on Saturday or Sunday. Very easy, not a problem. Okay, guys? Awesome. I guess if that's it, then like I said, you guys will be starting on Monday. I'll be sending the link here to Kyle when we get off, and you guys will hit the ground running. And like I said, any questions you have, just throw them on that message board. We're the only ones who will see it, and we'll get after it.
Sounds great, Jeff. Thanks for your time, and look forward for all of us to be working with you this off season.
Absolutely. I'm stoked, guys. Cannot wait.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.